Now you've got your shapes drawn. It's time to remove those top parts. Now, if I go to select all these, it won't select the triangle, and I need that triangle so that it can cut out right here along this line to be able to remove these top points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the triangle so that it's then usable and I can select it. So going back to where I locked it, which is underneath object, I can choose unlock all, and that will unlock the triangle, making it usable. I'm now going to go ahead and select all three, and I'm going to go ahead and flip the stroke and the fill here, which it's not going to let me do it because I have two different colors selected. So I'm going to select the green points first and go ahead and flip it right here so that the fill is now green. And then I'm going to select the triangle and do the same thing so its fill is black, making it so I don't have to deal with a stroke when I go to combine these together. So I'm going to then select all four shapes. And with all four shapes selected, I'm going to use my shape builder tool. And your shape builder tool allows you to remove and keep portions of the shapes, right? So using my shape builder tool, I'm going to remove these top portions. So I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard to get the minus sign and remove these. I'm then going to remove the black of the triangle. And I now have a shape that has curves. That's cool, right? I mean, you just created a proportional Adidas logo. Almost. It's almost there. But that's a really great way to be able to use the shape builder tool, the direct selection tool to select anchor points, and using this grid as well to be able to create a logo that we know is proportional. So the last step, looking at the Adidas logo, is that it isn't a perfect triangle. It's got all the same line curves, but you can see that these points on the left, instead of having slanted on these sides, they're almost just straight. So here we have slanted. We need to bring them up a smidge. So we're going to go back to our direct selection tool. I'm going to grab this left point here, and I'm going to make sure that I stay in line, which with my snap grid is not working very well. And actually, when you saw that, you could see that we actually didn't combine the black of the triangle with the green. So let's go ahead and select all of that, and let's combine. So I'm going to combine, 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 and hopefully that will, yep, then combine the black in the background. Okay. Now with my direct selection tool, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to view, and I'm going to turn off my snap to grid. That way I can move these points however I wish and not have it snap. I'm then going to go ahead and grab this corner. I'm going to hold shift and grab this corner, and hold shift and grab this corner. And by grabbing the bottom left corner of each shape, I want them only being blue. Now you can see I've accidentally selected the path and it's selected all those corners. So I'm going to hold shift and deselect those corners so that only the bottom left corner, I guess it's the top left corner of each shape is selected and the rest are in white. With all three selected, I'm then going to drag them up. And here's the kicker, right? As you drag, you can change the curve of this and you don't want to. So you need to watch. You need to watch your path, okay? And this is more of a visual cue for you. But you can see that the second I hit that point in the middle, it's going to leave it, and I have the same curve, same line, right? And I'm going to go ahead and let go, and I now have an Adidas logo. Woo! That's awesome. Okay, so sometimes when you're working with just a little bit of change, you might have to eye it just a little bit. Okay, now you've got that Adidas logo. So now we can take all three of these and we can make them black. And we are now ready to put the word Adidas at the bottom.